we remember the account of Joseph and how he was a condemned prisoner one day, and then Pharaoh had heard about him and sent for him and lifted him up out of the place of the dungeon, out of the place of death and condemnation. And he saw in him the Spirit of God, and he puts him, by the end of that day, at the right hand of Pharaoh, from when he'll rule over all of Egypt. Every knee will bow to him, and then he will give bread to Israel, to Israel, his people, but also to the nations around in Egypt during the famine that comes. And all of that anticipates Christ. And it's in one day. It's the suddenness of that elevation. Well, the same thing happens with Moses, because he will be a condemned infant and destined to be cast into the river to drown. But in one day, he will be rescued from that place of slavery and condemnation, and he will be adopted into the royal house, and he will become the son of Pharaoh's daughter and presumptive heir of all of Egypt. And so all of that suddenness that we have, we see that Joseph is a type of Moses, and God is showing through both of those stories that he is able to take up the lowest place of condemnation and absolutely and completely reverse it. And that the suffering of being under condemnation as an infant, to be among a company of young babies, male babies that were being slaughtered, to be delivered out of that and to be elevated to the royal house shows God's power and majesty. And he's the one who raises up and sets down kings. So he's already showing his sovereignty. But that pattern is in the nativity, the very birth of Moses, the whole pattern is being shown.